Hello everybody, today we're going to do an exciting tutorial. This one is going to be more for medium and advanced users, but it's going to be easy. I don't think it's going to be that difficult for beginners if you put a little bit of enthusiasm. We're going to do Venom from Spider-Man. We're going to use a different method for this one. Usually we start with C-spheres and we should have to pose this one after. We're going to start with a ready pose to go, and we're going to sculpt from there. For this, we're going to go to our Zbrush, and when it opens, you're going to see different choices over here. Usually I just turn it down with comma, but now I'm going to use it. I'm going to press comma again, and in the first folder, we have Zbrush, we have Project, Tool, Brushes, Texture. We're going to go to Project, and on your left side, on Zbrush 4R6, we have mannequins. And for this one, we're going to choose one that resembles a man, pretty much. So I'm going to choose the mannequin CPR, this one over here. And I'm going to start pose it. So for posing it, I'm going to see how it is, how the model is posed. So for this, I'm going to start with rotation. Usually it's rotation what you use, or W. Let me see. We can be, this is W. Control C, Control C, Control C. And you see why I don't like to use W? Because then you start deforming the position. Control C. Rotation is way better. We just press R. We're gonna choose this over here. Rotate this over here. This is the Control C, Control C, Control C when you have symmetry on. And we're going to start with the symmetry on then. There you go. That was the first one. X. There you go. X. Let's put the rotation R. There you go. Then we go this one. X, we don't want here the rotation to be like that for both. So we are gonna see it's gonna be the left, and it's gonna be towards the center. And in the meantime, this one over here is going to the back, and it's gonna be a little bit open. This one is going to be like this. If you see it from under, this one is going to go a little bit. I want it to go to the front too, kind of. Like if it's kneeling, you know. That's how I see it. These kind of superheroes or villains from the Spider-Man, I like them. They are like pretty exciting to make and to pose, you know. There you go. He's kind of kneeling, and this one goes to the back. And then we're gonna put it on the side and see how. It looks like this one is a little bit to the front, the knee. Like it's moving towards the front. you go. The torso is a little bit to the front. X, let's make it to the front. We grab it like this, and this one like this. Maybe this a little bit to the back. Remember, we're going to fix this the way we want it. So basically he's going with the face like this. This one is linked to that, I don't know why. And this is way easier than pose your... Oh, I'm doing like asymmetry, so I'm gonna take the symmetry off. So probably perspective is gonna be the issue right now here. It has a little bit of perspective on the side. So let's make this one. Probably this is the pose that the artist has in mind. Now the arms. It's going to the front, this one over here, and this one goes like this. All this is with R. Yes, I have R on. And remember, this is a monster. So we're going to make some adjustments on the go. His back is hunched. I'm using W there. Very careful to not deform it. Now I'm using R. W. Now the hands. The shoulders are going to the back, like you see, rotation, rotation. They are both in the same kind of level. And towards the back. There you go, something like that. And remember, sometimes these are drawings, you know, it's impossible. possible sometimes to put the pose, but we're going to try to do the best we can. It's coming from the side of the leg. Rotation, W, W. So I'm using W here because apparently he has big arms. These are located over here. I'm using W, okay? So remember, W, W, supposed to be the same. To the side, to the side. Perspective off, I want to have the same size for everything. Now I'm going to do a rotation perhaps. Rotation, this one a little bit upper. We're going to try to refine this. We keep refining till we like it, you know. For me, it's like this is a little bit going up. W. Shoulders, broad shoulders. I'm using W, remember. This is kind of an unreal kind of position, but let's try to make it the best we can, you know. I'm gonna put the face over here, like where the other thing is. Perspective off, yes. Maybe they are not that high, so I'm going to lower them. This is kind of the neck. And remember, keep working till you see something that you like, you know? I still feel that I can do something better, but let's try to start. Oh, this seems like he has his back hunched. So I'm gonna do it like this. Ctrl-C, Ctrl-Z. Okay, I'm going to finish this pose as soon as I see something good. Looks like this hand goes like over the top. And to do this, I have to get this elbow a little bit to the, so it's constant, the size of the arms, you know. This one has to get a little bit bigger, like this. Okay, now that we have something close to what we want, I'm gonna go down over here, and we're gonna see preview, adaptive skin, density 1, yeah, make it. We're gonna look for this over here, skin is gonna say skin sphere, we choose it. Subtool, okay, so now we see polyframe, there you go, control. We have 64,000 right now. We want to unify this. The mesh is pretty good right now. Yeah. But and they do a different polygroup for each polysphere, for each part of the mannequin that it was moving. If you start sculpting, you're going to see that sometimes you're going to generate holes. So maybe I'm going to show you later that. So I'm going to turn this one polyframe off. I'm going to do DYNAMESH resolution 128. There you go. I'm going to go down onto deformation and polish. There you go. Now the fun starts. The floor off. This is where the fun starts. So we cannot do symmetry because then we're going to be sculpting in some areas that they don't go. So we have to have a strong base about the muscles and stuff. So for here, intensity 23 with a focal shift of 13. The muscles of the back. So I'm going to turn X now because this is not going to be the same. This is what I was telling you. Like, you have to have a foundation about muscles. This is deltoids. This is the trapezius for the neck. Here we go again, trapezius. The deltoids and trapezius over here. Deltoids is the upper part of the arm. Here we have the serratus over here. Here we have the chest muscles come in this kind of position, come like this, like this. This one everybody knows it. Is the bicep. Tricep is pretty much a V inversed or an A, if you want to see it like an A. The leg muscles. And remember, this is a monster, so we have to do a lot of volume for that. I'm going to show you a quick trick for that. Intensity, I'm going to raise it to 44. And remember here, the main thing is to have fun. So for this I only like one part over here, so I'm going to try to isolate that in a little bit. Control Shift, select lasso. There you go. Control Shift again. There you go. Move. I'm going to make it bigger. This will be more realistic. More realistic. There you go. Control Shift outside. Move this one a little bit to the inside, towards the inside. Remember, this exaggerated proportions. For this, if you want to make volume over here, first inflate. Deltoids, we need to leave it. Control C, Control C. Now we move it around. And you see pixelation right now, but because this is the main face, it's okay. We're gonna detail this later. The face, let's work on the face. For this, we're gonna start moving around the face. It's going down, so maybe if we go and mask with lasso. Okay, what I did is Control A. Control, I went to Lasso Mask, I selected Lasso, then I went and I draw the part that I wanted to move. Control, and I click outside. Now I'm going to press W, I'm going to drag a line of rotation, how I want it to move. Rotate, I hit R. There you go, that's the pose. Okay, Control A, Q. Now let's start molding this. Control, Shift. Let's make the face over here so we don't make any, we don't deform something else. Control C, Control C. Let's make it from the front so we don't. And remember, we don't have symmetry on, so that's why we have to be careful how we're doing this. Now move. Control A, Control Shift outside. We're gonna fix this part over here near the chest with Shift. Now clay tubes, the neck muscles. Do you see those? Smaller one, small. This part should be like that too. This is not. Here I used it as Shift to make it more going towards the inside. Now I'm gonna make clay tubes over here. We still have to work here on the tricep, the bicep, forearm. Control C, Control C. Did you see the brush was too heavy for this? So I'm gonna do back face masking. Let me see if that helps. My intensity for Control C for smooth is 100. I'm gonna get it down to 20. Same for this, for the cuffs. Remember, right now we're just building the Control C, Control C. The basics for creature. Now inflate, going a little bit. If only it was that easy to make muscles, right? Now that leg is kind of hidden, so we're gonna have to Alt, move it around, Control, Shift. There you go. Let's start doing it. Inflate, inflate. Because this leg is like this, we have to. This muscle is in contraction, so it has to be big. Control Shift outside. Okay, phase 1 is good. Now, maybe this, I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller, the head, compared to that. This is kind of big. Control Shift, Control, the mask. And I'm going to do E, scale. Control A, there you go. Yeah, I remember Venom had like a small head compared to the whole freaking body. Okay, Q, remember to save. Always. Venom, there you go. Now that we have that, geometry, DYNAMESH off, and I'm gonna go and choose divide. Polyframe. There you go, looks good. When you divide, you have more definition, and then you can start defining more the muscles. If you want to go down, you can make a better refining, and then you go up a division. And you are building your muscles from the beginning. So you're just pretty much like finding the trims, how this is gonna be. And remember, like I told you before, it's never too late. It's always good to study your muscles. Now with the internet, we can do a lot of studying from more places, you know. Intensity, I'm gonna make it a little bit more, 33. Alt, I'm gonna make a little bit of a hold there. can do it either like a move, or we can inflate in a different way. Inflate with Alt is going to be negative inflate. So we're going to make a small kind of change over there. I'm sorry about it. Okay, I'm going to delete the lower resolution now, and I'm going to see how good it is right now. I'm going to make a I'm sorry about that. We have 64,000. I'm going to divide it again. 1, 2 more times. I'm going to go to polyframe. It's 1 million right now. I'm going to go down one level and delete the higher one. 256,000. I believe this is going to be good right now. And I'm going to start with the head. Move. This could be kind of tricky, but let's see what we do. Perspective off. Control Shift select. Control Shift select. There you go. Well, select lasso with a pen. Mask pen. I'm gonna try to do it like this. Pretty much Venom is all about a big mouth open. Now what we're going to be doing, inverse, Control, and W. Put it all the way to the inside. I'm going to scale it down, E. See if we move it a little bit more to the back, W. It doesn't make a mistake. Okay, Control A. Control Shift outside. Control Q. And now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to try to refine that. Smooth. Smooth, smooth. Shift. Now move. Polyframe. Now you see that we're deforming a lot the mesh. Control A. Polyframe. Control outside F. Now that the mesh is too deformed, maybe I'm going to do the little lower resolution, DYNAMESH. I'm going to make it with 720 resolution and apply it, and it's projecting right now. I should have saved, but it's okay right now. So 6,000. Now if you go back and you make a polyframe, you're going to see that everything is ready to keep sculpting again. It's way better, no troubles for that. Let's choose the clay tubes. Control C. I just grab the arm. There you go. Make it bigger. And the shift, the smoothing, I'm gonna turn it a little bit down, probably 42. Move around. Try to give a little bit of shape to this. Probably the things that I do, try to make it look like veins, like muscle veins, you know. And then clay tubes again, intensity 14 probably. Intensity 4, I believe it was too much. There you go, more likely. Just some negative over here. When we make a mask outside, it's going to redefine the mesh again and again, and closing all the gaps and making it friendly for us to work. And for the hands, right now, this doesn't look quite like hands, right? So for this, I'm going to use the mask it, and I'm going to put it in the same polygroup with the mask lasso. There you go. And I'm going to make those ones that are masked going down to masking and to polygroups. And I'm going to go group masked, and I'm going to go Control Shift, select them again, Control. Now I'm going to say delete the hidden ones, and now close holes. So now we just have these pieces in the hands. Now for that, I'm going to insert hands. So I go brush, insert, ENN parts, M, N, and then the hand. Just click it, Control C. Actually, it's this one over here. It's kind of too big, right? Control C again. There you go, way better. W, rotation, W, so we have to align with everything. Rotation, W, just trying to make it fit. E, I'm going to scale it a little bit down. There you go. I'm going to drag it. Now again, I'm going to make a brush, Q, M, hand, so now you're going to see, Control C, polyframe, Control. For this one, what I'm going to do, I'm going to split hidden. I'm going to duplicate, and I'm going to mirror it. So for this to mirror, I'm going to go C plugin, Subtle Master, mirror, X. There you go. So now we have the other one over there. But for this one, I want to delete this one so I don't have two. So I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to say delete the hidden one. There you go. And now I'm going to move this one. I'm going to say close the holes. Now I'm going to say group masked. I know it looks like a lot of job, but better to do it right now. So for that one over there, I'm going to say group masked. Polygroups, group masked. Okay, so now I'm going to go Control Shift, delete the hidden ones. There you go. Now we move it to the hand. Now we know that it's the same size that the other one, so we don't have to worry about it. Control C. So we're going to go on the side. W. On top. we're going to fix that in a little bit. Okay, shift. I mean mask and mask with control outside the creature. Q, F. Okay, now that we have that over there, subtool, we're going to merge down. Okay, merge down. Okay, so we drag mask twice. We are letting DYNAMESH work. So now we're going to go on polyframe. Smoothing this with shift. Intensity, I'm going to go on all the way up to 100. To make these transitions as smooth as possible. F. I'm just clicking F. There you go. F. Remember to save. Always save. Save. Now move. Let's try to make the right. This looks like we can do that with the Decimation standard. Control C. It's going to be like a 1, 2, 1, 2. Decimation standard, remember. Then with the same brush, with Alt, we're going to make the other Decimation standard still, you know. I'm gonna try to do the same over here. 1, 2. Just because we don't know what is on this side, you know. Just for the sake. And for those one over there, save. Remember to save. Yes, Venom. Mouth going down the same. Oh. It's kind of like drawing, you know. If you draw, it's gonna be like second nature for you, Zbrush. Now we're gonna see that I move. Gonna make this a little bit bigger. Control Shift X. See, let me see if this works. Pivot. There you go. Because the symmetry was off, I just selected the head and then I went and I choose pivot, and it's doing pivot according to what I have selected over here. I'm gonna start doing this over here, but the head I wanna sculpt it in a different way, just with move on the side. See that profile? So I'm using move. So I'm confident because it's symmetry on, that it's gonna be doing it in the same. There you go. Okay, that's good. Okay, now that we did that, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna check on the polyframe how big it is. Probably I can use the something called curve tube snap. Too small. Let me see if this works. Control C. So for this, I need more resolution. Control C, C, F, Control Shift, F. Okay, for that, what are we going to be doing? We need this to be, we're resaved, saved. Geometry, DYNAMESH. Right now it's 600,000. DYNAMESH off. And now we're gonna do divide. Now we have 2 million polyframe. Now, if we do the same, Control Shift. F. There you go, good. Do it again. I'm gonna make the curved tube snap. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. One, two, three. For doing that, I don't have to have the lower division, so Control C. There you go again. There you go. Clear. Delete. There you go. One, and there you go, like that. Now I'm having a little bit of trouble with the computer because I have 2,002,695 for this monster. So as soon as I finish this, I'm gonna go delete this over here. Okay. And now that I have that over there, I'm gonna go and use something called Decimation Master. Pretty good. I have 2 million, 2 plus 5 million. So I'm gonna go C plugin, Decimation Master. I want it to be less than half, so percentage of decimation, probably 33%. Pre-process the current one. It's analyzing the mesh right now. And probably here is going to finish the first part of the tutorial. I'm going to keep doing it, but this is going to be my cue while I was doing this. Okay, now that we pre-process this one, I just decimate it. Now it's 9,000, 900,000, so it's way better. You see how this one is a little bit up? Gives a pretty nice effect, but I'm gonna have to come and fix that in a little bit. The frame, it's all the same now. F. Clay tubes. Okay, I'm having computer troubles right now. When I reach the million. So I have to save right now. Save. Save, yes. Okay, tomorrow we're gonna post the hands, finish the details, make a turntable.